Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
Davis Ford in Fulton is your Ford dealer for new cars, trucks, and SUVs and has a wide inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles. Find your next dream car or truck from our Ford showroom or go online to davisfordsales.com and search our new and used inventory to see what is on our lot. So stop by and test drive the all-new fuel-efficient Ford Focus or Ford Fusion or the new Ford Explorer or F-150. Go further with Davis Ford, 904 West Main Street in Fulton or online davisfordsales.com.
When I came back to school this year, I brought my bank with me, and the student checking account at First American National Bank was perfect for me. No monthly fees and no minimum balance, and I can manage my money right from the app. I can do all my banking with text messaging if I want, and I can deposit a check just by taking a photo. It's that easy at FAMB.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
My bank followed me to college.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
It's that easy at First American National Bank.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We get set here for the nightcap. ICC versus Holmes. If you're just now joining us, the number 2 team in the country, Holmes, picks up a 6-2 win over the Lady Indians in the first game of the day. Indians trying to pull even with a split this afternoon. ICC comes in with a record of 3-2, 2-0 in the North, and Holmes with a record of 0-4, 0-1 in the North here this evening. We got a special guest color commentator, my boy Cammy West. Cammy, talk about today's matchup, how the guys have been working this week to get ready for the game.
I don't know, man. It's just we're just ready for it, to be honest. We've just been waiting for it. Had a hard week at training. Done a lot of working on getting the ball out wide and stuff, getting in the channels, creating spaces, because we know we can beat this team like that. So yeah, I don't know, man. We're ready.
Well, for those that you can tell, not quite the southern accent up here with going to the broadcast booth. Let everybody know where you're from and how many years you've been here at ICC now.
I'm from Scotland, and I've been here for a year and a half now, close to 2 years. Yeah.
So he is a member of the ICC soccer team, just off the shelf right now. He'll be back Friday whenever ICC travels to Northwest there. So we're getting set for this big-time matchup here between ICC and Holmes. ICC will be in the blue and white kits. They're already on the pitch. And Holmes, they're going to be in the maroon and white. Let's take one more quick timeout and come back with the start of this one here on the ICC Sports Network.
When I came back to school this year, I brought my bank with me, and the student checking account at First American National Bank was perfect for me. No monthly fees and no minimum balance, and I can manage my money right from the app. I can do all my banking with text messaging if I want, and I can deposit a check just by taking a photo. It's that easy at FAMB.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
My bank followed me to college.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
It's that easy at First American National Bank.
Davis Ford in Fulton is your Ford dealer for new cars, trucks, and SUVs and has a wide inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles. Find your next dream car or truck from our Ford showroom or go online to davisfordsales.com and search our new and used inventory to see what is on our lot. So stop by and test drive the all-new fuel-efficient Ford Focus or Ford Fusion or the new Ford Explorer or F-150. Go further with Davis Ford, 904 West Main Street in Fulton or online davisfordsales.com.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as Holmes takes the pitch here. We're just moments away from the start of this one. ICC and Holmes here this afternoon. An absolute beautiful day for soccer. Temperatures in the low 70s, breezy, but nothing too bad. Sun's out. As as ICC will have the First American National Bank opening kick here. They'll be moving left to right on the attack. Holmes will be right to left on the attack. So the Indians will start things off here, as they're going to send it up midfield on the far side now. Squeezes it ahead.
Flip it.
That's going to be Villanueva with it. Villanueva named the MACC Player of the Week this week, as he was voted by the conference SIDs, and now will be eligible for National Player of the Week, as we'll find that out tomorrow. So Holmes with it now. Holmes in the maroon and white. ICC in the blue and white. Indians get it back now. Here comes a chance for ICC, looking to get it across the middle. Holmes recovers quickly defensively, was able to break that attack up there. Now the Bulldogs let it settle, sends this one ahead. Over the top. And they're going to say he was onside. Was trying to check and see that time.
Looked off to me there.
Yeah, I thought he was off, but the official says play on. Across the middle they go. They try to turn and fire in a hurry. It was broken up, as that was Helms just in the way that time. Ball sent back towards midfield. And the Bulldogs will keep it here. Cammy got a bunch of folks watching back home. Your boys back home.
Yeah, I do.
So you got to
be
be
watching. They're all laughing at me, so they are.
So here comes Villanueva with the ball now. Looking for somewhere to go with it. Didn't have anything. Good defense on the part of Holmes. Well, if they laugh at you, then they for sure laugh at me anytime they watch here.
It's a good ball from Carson there.
They're going to call him offside that time. As you said, good idea on the attack on the far side of the pitch. Unfortunately, just a little bit too soon on the step that time for the Indians.
That's how we're going to beat them. Getting out there, putting those balls through.
And so Holmes, man, they're tracking this one up afar. So now they're going to put it in play here. Bulldogs, poor touch there. Indians take that one away with ease. Send it out wide now. ICC and Holmes 0-0 is the situation. 42:50 to go until halftime. Send this one out wide. This is going to be Mitchell, who's just going to let it settle. Now works it near side. This is Rollins. Rollins got some tough defense on his hip pocket. Now gives it up to Helms. Helms tried to send it back to Rollins, but sends it out of bounds.
So calm down a bit there. Rushed that one. There's Lando, number 17 at Holmes there. He was with us last year.
Okay.
Good little player. He's wanting a big one today.
Oh, yeah, you know he'll want to come in and have a big day today for sure, as that ball sent out of bounds. It'll be a throw in here on the near side for the Bulldogs. We do want to welcome all of our fans watching in favor of the Bulldogs this afternoon, including Steve Diffie, the SID at Holmes. He's actually on the road with the men's basketball team in the national tournament in Kansas. Want to wish best of luck to the Bulldogs tonight as they tip things off in about 3 hours. This one's going to be sent over the top here.
Oh, Tweezy's getting there.
Oh, just a step away from being able to break that one away for an easy goal there. Quick decision by the keeper, almost the wrong decision, but it works out well for the Bulldogs. Now ICC with it on the attack, works it to the middle. Looking to try to swing it back out wide, and they're giving you the business there, and they're going to call a foul. Chance to make this free kick dangerous right here, Cammy.
Need Caden in there.
So they're going to set it up here as they'll.
I don't think they're going to cross this one. Yeah, yep. There we go.
Yep, just going to send this out wide. That's going to be number 18.
Yeah, it's Connor Murphy.
Murphy with it. Yep, sends it out of bounds. Stays with the Indians. So Helms is going to have it. We're going to work it over now near side to Mitchell. Mitchell looking to go over the top. Oh, good pass. And they're going to call him offsides again. Well, the Indians have been there just a little step too soon again on the send that time.
He's been excellent so far this season, Caden Mitchell.
Yeah, that was
He's not had a bad game yet, I got to say.
Yeah, that was a really good send there, but unfortunately just offside was the call. Second time the Indians have been hit with that today, so got to get that timing up a little bit better. So the Bulldogs trying to figure out what they want to do with it here. Going to send this one down the pitch. And the collision there, and this is going to be on the Indians.
Matthew, you go play that. Carson, leave it. Matthew, play it. Robert.
Both these teams trying to get something going here early. Just waiting, the ball just sitting over there. Nobody really making a motion to go get it right now. It's time ticking away. 40 minutes to go until halftime. 0-0 is the situation here between ICC and Holmes. So opportunity here on the free kick for the Bulldogs to see if they can make something dangerous. Saw the Lady Bulldogs take advantage of 2 free kicks to put goals on the board as this one sent ahead and cleared out.
Yeah, Caden got that one.
Now ICC trying to quickly get him up the pitch. Jose sends this one ahead. Trying to get past the defender, and it's going to be sent out of bounds. Good defense that time.
He's done well there, Tweezy, to get that ball.
The only thing you can do there, if you let Davis break free, he's got tons of speed to be able to run away from you.
He does indeed.
So now the Indians with it.
Good.
Oh, nice quick touch. Looking to go on the outside left foot. Shot
ball.
Across the middle. Good idea there. Just
It's
good.
still on, it's still on.
Good job taking away the angle of attack that time. And now
Let's
here
get
come
that
the
in the box,
Indians. Mitchell. I think the wind got a little bit of that one.
Just a bit too much on it.
Yep. As that one just carried a bit too far that time. And that's something you have to be adjusted to today. The wind blowing pretty heavy left to right. So ball might have got carried a little bit by the wind. And so a break there for the Bulldogs. Do want to remind you, tomorrow night we'll have Indians Got Talent here on the Red Channel coming your way at 7 o'clock. Thursday night will be the Most Beautiful pageant. You going to be a judge for that?
Definitely not. Definitely
kidding.
not. Let's just say I'm busy.
As this one's sent back towards midfield. I caught you off guard there.
You did indeed.
As that one sent ahead and the ball's going to go out of bounds back to the Bulldogs. So the Bulldogs going to throw this one in. Davis steps in front of it to take it away. Indians on the attack. Mitchell calling for it on the near side. Mitchell looking for someone to go, now does to the backside. Just a little bit too hard on the touch that time. Good idea.
That is the right idea, just too much on it.
So that was intended for Rollins. Rollins just couldn't quite catch up with it. It'll be a goal kick coming up here for the Bulldogs. Holmes in maroon, ICC in the blue and white kits. This one's going to go over the top. Bulldogs trying to go over the top of the Indians defense. Good job as that Helms and Mitchell both collapsing on that one. Ball goes out of bounds, and the Bulldogs will have the throw in.
There's a ball in play. There we go.
And so they'll reset here on the side. This one's sent forward. Bulldogs break free, but yeah.
He's read that one well.
Oh, Daniel's been solid this season defensively for the Indians, and another good play there. Bulldogs get it back. Set it back, trying to reset the attack. That one nearly took his teammate's head off.
That's the right call. That's the right call. He's not touched him, but the intent was there.
And so to reset here for the Bulldogs. As this is going to be Gonzalez to step into this one.
Easy for Corbin, that one.
And he's going to be able to come up and make the play there.
There we go.
Now the Indians trying to get aggressive on the attack here. Go far side of the pitch, leaves it ahead.
Poor ball from down, but they get lucky there.
Finds the feet of Davis. Davis trying to reverse the pitch.
Yeah, he switched it well there.
Drops it off to Mitchell. Back across the middle to Villanueva. Back out wide to Rollins. Rollins back over the middle to Daniels. O'Daniel looking to go between defenders. Nice footwork there on the part of O'Daniel. Squeezes it ahead. Now here comes an opportunity for the Indians.
Touch.
Davis goes, fires, deflected.
He's touch let him down there.
Now left foot deflected, and that's going to be off the foot of the defender for Holmes. And ICC gets the goal to go up 1-0. Take a look at that on the Little Caesars instant replay. Goes left-footed, and you see the deflection by number 21 for the Bulldogs.
He's very fortunate there, Lippy. Get lucky with that one.
And ICC takes
it's a good strike, though. It's a good strike.
Yeah, good strike. 1-0 advantage here in favor of the Indians. That's what you got to do. Stay aggressive. A lot of times you see teams that want to kind of fall back after they don't get that shot to fall. Indians did a good job hanging around, got that second opportunity.
If you don't shoot, you don't score.
And so the Bulldogs will get set to restart here. 1-0 is the situation. ICC leading at 35-32. Or excuse me, not leading at 35-32. Good grief. That's how much time is left in the first half. Does that ball go out and it will stay with the Bulldogs. Hear that wind really picking up now.
Yeah.
So on a windy day like today, how are you going to adjust your game?
Not play the ball in the air as much. If it's going to get carried away, just keep it simple. Especially now that we've got a 1-0 lead. There's no reason to do anything silly and stupid. Just keep the ball, let them come to us, and that'll open up more space on their side of the park. So.
Looking to go back post there. It was taken away by the Indians. Holmes, though, keeps it. Sends it inside, broken up. Ball still hanging around. Bulldogs let it settle, send it back out wide, try to send it inside, deflected away by the Indians. Holmes gets to it.
In the back, no? Well, that was a push in the back there on Braden.
And now the Indians with it. So Daniel now wants to send it out wide. Finds it to Jose. Looking to go down the left side. It's going to be sent out of bounds, and it will stay with the Indians.
Knocked that chair over there.
I thought it was somebody at first, but I was like, man, that was a hard kick, but it was somebody's chair. Good crowd at the park today, enjoying some soccer. An absolute beautiful day for soccer, beautiful day to be outside. Davis.
Good ball.
Sends that one to backside again. I think that wind's just carrying it a little bit further than the Indians are anticipating. Good job to track that one down and keep it in bounds.
Put us in the box.
That one sent ahead. And the Bulldogs trying to clear it out. There's Davis. Davis had his jersey pulled. Referee says play on here. Rollins with the cross, broken up. And the Bulldogs try to send it out, and Mitchell lets it settle. He's going to try to reset and then reverse pitch here. Dangerous touch there. Going to have to get back and collect it. That's going to be a high kick.
We'll take that. Wasn't really much he could have done there.
So for non-soccer enthusiasts as myself, it's playing a high kick for everyone.
Can't do it. That's it.
One of those that if you basically to protect the players. You don't want somebody to get kicked in the head or in the face.
Kicked in the head.
Yeah.
Depends how violent it is. It could be a red. It could be a yellow. Yeah.
So now here come the Indians on the attack on the far side.
Corner.
It should be a corner opportunity here for the Indians, and got to make these chances dangerous here. Want to see if you can go ahead and get a two-goal advantage early on here. There's 32-38 left to play until halftime.
This is my job, going the corners. I miss it.
Hopefully you get plenty of those on Friday.
Why?
Davis sends this one across the way, and was looking Mitchell on the backside. Just had a little bit too much curve. Yeah. Too much whip. That's what I need to say going forward.
There you go.
I'm trying to learn today, and Cammy and I were talking before the match. I didn't do a lot of soccer in my previous job, and I'm continuing to learn it here. So I'm going to try to pick up a few things from a pro today. So the Indians going to send this one back, or excuse me, that's the Bulldogs sending this one back, and then just sends that one blistering outside, and so it'll be a throw in here coming back for the Indians. Rollins tries to get it to Davis. Just couldn't quite get his feet underneath him quick enough to be able to break in on that one. Ball sent out wide, and collision near midfield, but it'll be ICC ball on the throw-in. Mad scramble forward across the way.
Done, David.
Switch
it now, mate. Switch it. There you go.
He's going to send it out wide to Mitchell.
Caden can get wise here quick enough. Okay. No one's moving.
So ICC with it, surveying the defense, trying to go over the top of it. Nobody there, and I think that's the cases you were just talking about right there, Cammie. Nobody really moving without the ball, and so it made it really easy on the defense to kind of just lay back and say, all right, if you're not moving, then we're not moving either, and make it difficult on you.
Remember that all the off-the-ball movement is way more important than on-the-ball movement. Way more important.
So now the Bulldogs with it here on the near side, sends it back to midfield. Carson O'Daniel steps in front of that one, takes it back. Now this is David with it.
Oh, there's Lando chasing him down. He wants it.
Well, we talked about it. Lando played here at ICC, so you know he's wanting to come out and have a big match today as he was hit with the foul there. Yeah. The Indians quickly put it back in play.
Just a little click on the ankle there for David. Good ball.
Mitchell sends this one up to Rollins. Rollins owns the middle to Davis. Davis tries to spin off the defender. Good defense on the part of there for the Indians. Had a man, but
that one there, yeah.
Might have been offsides. It looked like he was a little bit behind, but this time they're going to try to go back post. Header across the middle. Broken up by the Bulldogs, but O'Daniel there to keep it alive. Sends it out wide to Rollins, but just a little bit too much on the touch. So the Bulldogs with it. They trail 1-0 here. Being patient, now they work this one ahead.
Carson's got him. There you go. Oh, he's lost it.
Daniel's foot just kind of slipped on the grass that time. Now here come the Bulldogs with one of their best opportunities in this situation. Left side trying to find someone to go there, but a good job by the Indians collapsing defensively to take it away.
And Braden that way, there we go. Let's go.
Helms sends this one ahead to Davis. Davis is going to drop this one out wide now. ICC on the attack on the far side of the pitch. Squeezes this one ahead to Villanueva. He's going to let it settle. Now over the middle to Davis. Davis spins off the defender. Back over the middle to Davis. Davis, just the ball. Did not want to go with him. Ends up at the feet of Rollins. Rollins across to Davis. Davis had it again. Gets it back one more time. Squeezes it forward. Not there. The Bulldogs won't let it clear, and they finally do clear it out.
It's got to be a goal there, Gort. It's got to be a goal.
Yeah, that's one of those the Indians going to look back on and know they missed a golden opportunity to go up 2-0. Now Rollins takes it away.
Been doing that all season. We're always creating chances, and we can't finish them.
So the Bulldogs dodge a major bullet there, now trying to get it back on the other side of the pitch.
Settle down, Caden.
Ball pinballing around and now ends up at the feet
down drive
of Sevilla.
There we go. Westcott making that movement. He's not going.
So Daniel with it now in the middle of the pitch, looking to work ahead. Nobody really going with him on that case, so he's trying to dribble around, find somebody open. Now swings it out wide. Attack on the far wing. Tries to send that one inside, deflected away by the Bulldogs, but Davis hustles in there and gets it back for ICC.
He's a better touch there. Oh, it's okay.
So they're going to send it back out to Mitchell, allow it to reset.
Yeah, he's going to switch it.
That's the middle. That's going to be Davis with it now. Drops it back out wide, gets it back. Swings it back. I believe that's Sevilla with it on the far side of the pitch.
Yep.
Crosses over the defenders, fires left foot over the middle. Perez with it, pops it up. And the Indians once again get it deep in the box that time, just couldn't do anything with it.
Good work from Davis there.
ICC doing a much better job of controlling time of possession and field position here over the past 2 or 3 minutes. Sevilla with it now is going to drop it back to Davis. And going to send it over to Mitchell. Mitchell going to track this one down on the far near side of the pitch. Tries to squeeze it ahead.
Oh, he's got it.
Rollins now back to Mitchell. Mitchell drops across the middle.
Need to see more shots, man. We're not shooting enough. We've got the time and space for it.
And this one fired but too tall. So they heard you. They want to get more shots on the ball here. That one just a little bit too strong, but I do like the aggressiveness by the Indians as Holmes kind of packing it back a little bit. Not giving the Indians anything easy, so when you do have a good look at the frame, put a foot on it, see if you can make something happen.
Yeah, just hit the target so you can do it. May get a corner, may get a rebound, anything.
So 26:34 to go here until halftime. 1-0 is the situation here. ICC with the advantage.
Going up.
That one's going to go too tall, and no, Holmes, I thought it was about to go out of bounds, but Holmes able to chase it down before it does so. Then there's the Indians to take it back.
Good challenge from Ruben.
Perez leads this one out to Seville.
Switch it. Nah, he's been pulled. He's been pulled.
And the referee just going to talk things over here with him. It's been the second or third time we've seen a jersey pull today. First time that we've seen it called. And so a free kick opportunity here for the Indians. As that is going to be Marquez to put a foot into this one.
He's been working on these all week. Asking me for advice.
See if he can make this thing dangerous here. Sends it tall. Goes back post. Oh, great sin, but a great play that time on the part.
It was too easy for the keeper.
Yeah. Now the Bulldogs trying to get back in a hurry with ICC, having most people around the frame that time. The Indians, though, did a good job of hustling back and getting the ball back. That's Marquez with it now.
He's got Dylan on the switch there if he sees it.
Davis begging for it. Now sends it, but too much.
Come on, David. I'm going to bully him for that one later. I promise you that.
So that's the bad thing for the guys right now. You're up top watching this from a bird's eye view, so you can get them.
Oh, I'm They better be ready, man. I'm coming.
So Marquez with it. He's going to drop it back to O'Daniel. O'Daniel's going to reset through Helms. Sends this one ahead. That's Perez with it now. Perez looking to turn and go on the attack. Jose with it in the middle of the pitch. Squeezes ahead, trying to go to Davis. That's a handball. Easy call on that one.
Yep.
And we'll get some.
Kicking the ball away. That's a yellow card.
And
ain't going to get it, though.
It looks like he's.
What's he doing?
Yeah, we're going to.
Just get him off.
So substitution coming in the match here. This is going to be number 14, Marin, in for the Bulldogs. He's going to check out for number 21. That's Favre, and it looks like he might have a little bit of an injury there, so hopefully he's okay. Another opportunity coming up here for the Indians. Chance to make this dangerous here and take a 2-0 advantage.
And he's going to shoot it. That's what coach was saying. Told him to take the shot. Oof.
And not the strike you were looking for, but the Indians do keep possession. Ball being pinballed around, ends up at the feet of the Indians. Sevilla with it on the far side. Tries to turn inside in the middle quickly. Shot is in, but they're going to say he was offside.
Not sure about that one, but didn't matter anyway.
Good idea. Good job being around the frame that time by Rollins off the deflection. Eventually, one of those are going to go. So the Indians take the ball away once again. Have it here on their attacking side of the pitch. Davis with it. Tried to squeeze it a hand.
That was a handball, I think.
And
don't know what's happened there.
Not really sure myself, as the official kind of let it play and then whistled it dead. Lee Adams on the sideline taking photos. You can see those photos at ICCimages.com. That's ICCimages.com. Digital downloads available for $1. Raphael Henry. Yeah, Raphael Henry up top. He's running the camera for today's broadcast. Will Simmons, he's keeping up with baseball back at the office. The Taylor here as well helping out. And we've got another whistle.
Yeah, I think Lando just got kicked there a little bit. Just pulled it back.
I think the referees might be trying to keep this under control a little bit. Is not really getting chippy by any stretch of the imagination. Just the Holmes coach saying the ICC player kicked the ball in delay. Well, his player did the same thing about 2 minutes ago.
Yeah.
This one's sent ahead, and that's going to be a foul on the push in the back.
Yep. No complaining with that one. That's just stupid.
Yeah, it's one of those just trying to make something happen, get a little bit too aggressive, and an easy call for the referee. And so ICC will have it here. 21:44 to go until halftime. 1-0 ICC with the advantage. Davis with it now. Just blows by the defender. Drops this off to Villanueva, who drops it back now to Perez. Perez nearly bouncing it off of Marquez, sends it over to Mitchell. Mitchell tries to squeeze this one ahead, looking for Rollins. Rollins just couldn't get to the strike that time, as we've got substitutions coming into the match here for ICC.
Hartsmith and Jalen Boyd.
Oh, another one coming in as well. A little late substitution here.
That's Ron.
That's going to be.
I can't say Ron's last name. Honestly.
I can't either, but I'm going to try it. Ankishiwa coming in. So those substitutions being brought to you by the ICC Baptist Student Union. Follow them on Twitter at ICCBSU. That's at ICCBSU. Be sure to hit them up on Twitter and thank them for bringing today's action here on the ICC Sports Network. This ball sent.
That's what we want. That's what we want, Gore.
It's a ball.
Just kick it along and we've got Caden or Braden or Connor to sweep it up. Easy.
Now the referee blowing the whistle just about every other touch now.
Just us making stupid fouls again. No need. I'm doing that a lot this season too. We've been trying to work on that and getting it better, but as you can see, we're still doing it.
Davis pops this one up here. If he can chase this one down, he's going to have an opportunity.
That's a good challenge, good challenge.
Now the Indians trying to come up, put some pressure on the ball.
Ron. I thought he was holding his shut there, but he didn't.
They're letting them be physical here. And again, we have a player shaking up. I was going to say a late whistle, but a player like he might be cramping across the way here for the Bulldogs. And they're going to ask for stoppage. Well, they're like they were going to send in a sub there for a moment, but now they are. As number 21 will come in here. This will be Favre into the contest. And it's like 6. Gonzalez might be cramping a little bit here. That ball's going to be sent out. We'll stay with the Indians. You got your boys watching? Give them a shout out real quick.
Yeah, I do have them watching, sadly, and they're sitting abusing me the whole time, man. Just laughing at me, sitting saying I'm speaking funny. I don't like it. Don't like it. Yeah, I've got a few of the boys back home. They don't even deserve their names to be spoken right now, so.
I got you.
But they know who they are.
That shot on frame, but easily saved that time. Got some family watching as well?
Honestly, I have no idea. No idea. I've not spoken to them.
This ball sent across the middle, taken away by the Indians. Oh, nice touch. Just
right
Holmes
again.
Holmes in the right spot at the right time to take that opportunity away from the Indians. O'Daniel comes up, makes a play on the ball, forcing the Bulldogs to go backwards.
There you go, if we close them down. We're fine there. As long as we force them to play along, that's it. That was the plan. It's coming. There it is. There we win.
The ball sent ahead now. ICC with it across the way.
There's Jalen.
Boyd is going to simply send it back to Mitchell. Mitchell squeezes this one ahead. Jose with it now, swings it out wide. Ron with it here, trying to go on the attack across the middle.
Good
Davis
ball.
had it there.
Couldn't get out of his feet quick enough.
Yeah, unfortunate touch that time as it kind of bounced off a little too strong, but ICC will keep it and have the throw in.
I have to say, we are moving the ball about nicely. Keeping it well. Seems to be dominating this one.
So Daniel throws this one in. Try to drop it back to O'Daniel, and it's going to be, they're going to say last touch by O'Daniel.
That was right. Hit Carson's left foot.
And more stoppage here. It was like.
He's got to take his necklace off. Silly Billy.
Well, that's one thing you know better. You just happen to forget about it.
Necklace, chain. It's a chain, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's my bad.
Yeah, necklace, chain.
Well, it's
same
hot,
thing.
so it's a necklace.
There you go. And now other members of ICC having to take jewelry off to the side. That one taken away. Indians have it now. And then Holmes fighting back.
Hit it on.
Drops it off the middle to Davis. Davis quickly was surrounded by a pair of Bulldogs, and the turnover gives it back to Holmes. Now the ball popped up. Scramble for it.
What are they doing? Pushing it back. hopefully we can get something dangerous from this one. Set pieces today have been pretty poor. Pretty poor.
And now the referee, don't know what he's doing. I don't know if he was talking to a couple of players that were getting into it or what. But now it'll be a set piece coming up here for the Indians. Got to make this thing dangerous. See if you can go ahead and find that second goal here to get a little bit of breathing room with the Bulldogs. 15:58 to play in the first half.
I think Lupe's going to whip this one in. Look for Caden.
That's where they're trying to go with it. Header is going to be deflected,
Don't
not
think
on
that ball was
frame.
deep enough. Don't think it was deep enough. Not bad though. Not bad.
The Indians have had some opportunities, just can't cash in on them. Letting the Bulldogs hang around in this one. 1-0, Indians with the advantage. Bulldogs with it now. Nice switch across the way, looking to go on the attack here, see if they can find the equalizer. Marquez battling with that one, squeezes it out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Bulldogs.
Good work there from David.
.15 minutes to play now. Trying to find someone to throw it into, finally does so. Mitchell pokes it away, but the Bulldogs keep possession. Marquez, tough defense. That one sent across the way. Now the Bulldogs trying to fire inside. Shot is wide. One of their best looking shots they've had today. One of the few shots they've had today. Just couldn't quite put that one on frame. And a break there for the Indians.
Not worried about that one at all. We have to score again though. Only takes one little mistake and that's us done.
That's the fun thing about soccer. It can happen in a blink of an eye too when you're not really anticipating it.
Things can change like that. It's a push in the back there, I think.
And it's going to be a throw in here.
Don't know what the linesman's saying there, but you got to see that.
I'll say got him with the hip is what he said.
Yeah. Talking nonsense.
And then karma there as ball don't lie as it goes out of bounds back to ICC. That's one of those things in this league as a referee, you got to keep those things in check because it don't take anything before tempers get flaring and bad things happen. Of course, we hope we don't see that.
Just be glad I'm not out there.
That's kind of what I was hinting at.
Connor, no, that's a field goal attempt right there.
Yeah, one of those maybe a little frustration setting in as they haven't been able to get some easy shots on goal to fall. Going to fall one for Dizzy. See him, he's laughing about it across the way.
I wouldn't be laughing about that one.
So the Bulldogs hanging around in this one. Indians still lead at 1-0 here. There is 13 minutes and 11 seconds to go until halftime.
I'm glad there's only 13 minutes left. I need a break.
Oh, his leg failed him that time. Take it away. Jose with it now. Fires, and the post just not friendly to him. Boyd was there. The ball just took a bad hop on him. Another good opportunity missed by the Indians.
That's what happens when you take shots, go. That's what happens.
Now here come the Indians. Pokes this one out wide.
They're all over each other.
Squeezes that one across the middle. Broke it up. Boyd with it now, trying to go to work.
He's fouling him.
Yep, and that's going to be an easy call there.
There's no need for that, man. Not going anywhere. Just keep your hands off him. Need to be smarter with these things. Yeah, you're silly down there. It's not liking that one.
Yeah. Just one of those situations. You gotta be smart. I know frustrations coming in, but you just gotta play smarter than that. So, Bulldogs still continuing hang around here. The Indians have knocked on the door a couple of times, just can't get anyone to answer. They lead at 1-0. The Bulldogs getting set to put a foot into this one. This one bouncing around. Still loose on the pitch, and looks like Mitchell's going to be able to step in front of this one.
He's hitting Ron. Good ball. Great.
Now here come the
Indians.
Indians.
Back post, first time, come on. He's missed it.
Sends it across the middle.
There we
Fires
go.
and just wide.
That's much better though.
Yeah, I
That was a
like
lot
that
quicker.
opportunity there.
A lot quicker going forward. But I do still feel that if Ron played that ball first time, Tweezy back post, he'd a tap in. And he's just waited too long. Take one more touch and it can ruin it. Can ruin everything.
So once again, the Bulldogs dodging a bullet there. Indians still up 1-0. Takes this one away. That's Ron with it
He's got
now.
nothing again. Nothing on.
Tried to squeeze it ahead. I think
Make
it
it
was
look good.
Davis he was looking for. Just nobody there. Marquez comes up and takes it
Good work from
away.
David. Keep going, buddy. Hit it. Hit it.
Fires left-footed, but too tall.
Yeah, I'll be billing him for that one too.
Like he was wanting some contact on the call there. And
Nah, don't think there's anything on that one. It's just David for you. He tries to get everything. He's Spanish. I'll talk.
yeah. So that ball out of bounds. Goal kick coming up here for the Indians. Coming up on 10 minutes to play until halftime. So the Bulldogs will step into this one once more. Boyd heads this one forward to Davis. Davis across the middle. Now gets it back to Boyd. Boyd had it, lost it for a second, was able to maintain. Now he's going to try to send it back out and reset.
There we go.
Now here comes Mitchell with it on the near side. Mitchell surveying the defense, tries to get around his man.
Nothing
Was
in that.
bumped and it's
Leave
going to
that
go out of
ball, Ken.
bounds.
Good man. I like to see that. We've actually got a few of the Jones boys watching today, Gore.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, couple of the Irish boys.
So that's what it is. We got you on there, so everybody's going to tune in now. I told you it's going to
Exactly.
be like record-breaking numbers here.
Exactly, they all want to hear it.
So it'll be a throw in here for the Bulldogs. They trail 1-0. Yeah, that's one thing I try to do often. I do apologize because here in the States, football is not football to you guys.
Look, Gore, I'm not going to have this conversation with you.
I know,
'cause
I know.
I'm going to get upset about it.
I don't want to upset you, but what I'm going to say is...
Well, you do upset me every single day. Every time that word leaves your mouth. Makes me angry.
That's I did leave you hanging at lunch today, too. That was my bad. I apologize for that. I'll do better.
I was ready to hit you.
I told you had every right in the world to do it. But no, I know for all of our international students, you know, they watch and it's different. And I do apologize because I don't know the sport as well as you guys do.
Neither
But
do
it,
they.
yeah,
Well,
so
serious that, innit?
yeah, it's on me. It's on me.
It's on the whole country. That's who it's on.
So how did you get into soccer? Let's talk about that a little bit.
I've been kicking a football before I could walk. Used to get swung at it. I don't know. It's just what we do back there, back home. Big cultural thing.
Mm-hmm.
Especially just all across Europe. And there's two big teams where I'm from. I know. I was born and raised into it. It's just normal. That's what people do when we grow up. But here you get boys playing baseball. And
so
American football, or like I like to call it hand egg.
What do you call it?
Hand egg.
Hand egg.
Yeah,
Okay.
'cause it's an egg.
That
You use
is.
your hands.
I like it.
Makes more sense, you know. Yeah.
Well,
It's just the same as that.
Yeah, and I will agree with you in that sense because it makes sense to call this soccer, as we call it football, because you are playing with your feet.
And you're using a ball.
Yeah, so
It's not rocket science.
I'm with you 100% on that.
Then change.
Call it hand egg and then this football. Holmes with it, trying to find the equalizer here as we're inside 7.5 to go. What's been the biggest adjustment for you over here in the States?
Where did I start? The heat, for one.
Yes.
Oh man, when I first came here, I thought I was going to die. It was really bad, but I'm definitely more used to it now. I've been home in over a year and a half nearly now, so I'm pretty much one of you lot.
Yeah.
With the whole cultural thing. Oh no, just it's very different way of life.
Well, that one was sent ahead. It was a good idea. The ball just took an unfortunate bounce away from the Indians. Now they send this one ahead.
Or Ron, find Ron. Nah.
Extra touch, squeezes, and it's blocked.
It's got to be a goal again. Oh,
This
no,
one fired.
Arsenal, Daniel, you're getting bullied for that one later.
And that one sent well deep.
Shocking.
And high. 6.5 to go now. More substitutions coming in here for the Indians. Wes Rollins back into the contest. Ruben Perez also checking back in. These substitutions being brought to you by Renaissance Bank. Renaissance Bank, the bank that understands you. Visit renaissancebank.com for more information on all their student checking options. The Bulldogs have had a pretty good penetration on the last couple of trips down the pitch. The Indians have been able to break it up, so ICC needs to kind of regain momentum here.
It's been easy.
Go over the top, trying to find Rollins.
Young Wesley.
Simply send this one back and clears it out.
Ball, you're watching Caden's ball, told you.
Now here comes the Bulldogs trying to go on the attack here.
There we go, David, well done. Don't know how you've not pulled the muscle there, mate, but
he was able to get that one and clear it out now and settles down.
Spanish are built different.
They are.
But they're not as good as the Scots.
Now, I'll agree with you on that. I'll back you up 100% there.
Oh, what a ball. He's
now,
on.
Here comes Rollins, sends it, and just wide again.
What's going on, man? Can't finish our dinner today.
Another tough break there for the Indians, as we'll have a sub coming in here for the Bulldogs. This is going to be number 6 coming in. That is going to be Gonzalez back into the contest here for the Bulldogs.
Matthew Gonzalez, Big Matt.
Inside 5 minutes to go until halftime. Indians, think about it, could easily be a 3-0 contest right now, but just unable to finish on some opportunities, allowing the Bulldogs to hang around in this one. And that's going to be a push in the back on the Bulldogs. Easy call there. And the ball will go back to ICC.
How long we got left? Is that 4 minutes?
About 4 minutes to go until halftime. You'll be able to take a break and de-stress a little bit. Send this one across the middle.
Lovely.
Ron with it now on the outside.
You get Caden in there. Poor ball.
Sends it off the backside that time, and again, just poor spacing that time. Just gotta
getting in the right areas. Again, it's just that final product, man. It's not there.
Yeah, that's what Sully's going to work with the guys, or kind of get them to focus on a little bit more at halftime.
Oh, for sure. I'm going to go down there at halftime and tell them how it is as well. Believe me.
I like it. I like it. So this ball sent ahead. Boyd steps in front of it, sends it out, and it'll be a throw in for the Bulldogs across the way. 3:24 to go until halftime. This has been the longest 45 minutes. Seems like we've, I was going to say, feels like we've played a couple of 45 minutes already. As that one headed out of bounds, will stay with the Bulldogs. That ball deflected away. Holmes, though, is going to keep it here. Sends this one over the middle, fires,
what a save,
but
Corbin.
what a beautiful
save.
save.
Wow.
Let's look at this on
brilliant save. Brilliant save.
Look at this on the Little Caesars instant replay right here.
I don't know how he's done that, man.
Does that look like that was going to be an easy goal there, but great job just anticipating him going top shelf.
That is a great hit as well. That's what I'm saying, man. Got to start taking these chances, because things like that happen and they'll end up sitting in on you, and it's going to be really, really hard to beat them. The teams tend to do against us.
Yep. As that corner kick was sent flat, Holmes, though, able to chase it down after the Indians broke it up.
Still can't believe he saved that.
Yeah, it's going to be a impressive save there for sure as the ball goes out of bounds. I believe it's going to stay with the Bulldogs, and it is. Inside 2 minutes to go now until halftime. Bulldogs taking a lot of time now as they just now throw it in. Kind of work it as a corner opportunity, all the same, and Ron able to get that one out there.
turn. Don't let him turn. Don't let him turn.
Inside heart. No, it's not giving it. Gonna go switch it. Oh.
Good job, and that's
coach ain't happy. Yep, that's a yellow card for the coach. Got a big mouth on him, that guy.
Say the coach going to get that, but I have to agree with the coach there.
Of course, there's a head knock, of course.
And he was trying to get the referee's attention politely a couple of times, and never did. So
it's just
that's the thing, you know.
Funny to me watching coaches get angry.
Yeah. So they're going to check on him as the trainer goes out with 1.3 seconds to play. ICC still up 1-0 here. This will be a substitution coming in. This is going to be number 18, Hobson, coming in for the Bulldogs.
I know, but you're giving me a yellow for trying to. You're right. I'll go sit down. I'll go sit down. Give me a little grace on the yellow card.
I got to agree with the coach over there. He gave him the yellow card simply because he was trying to bring his attention to it.
I know, but he's walked onto the park. You know, you can't do that. Talking.
But I will give the referee credit as well. He come up and said, "That's my bad, coach." So we reset. 1 minute to play here. Indians need to make this a strong 1 minute. See if they can find a way to get that second goal here.
It would be nice.
Is it across the middle?
Lovely ball.
Oh, nice
he's
touch.
He's on. No, he's not offside. I can see that from up here. Yeah, coach is raging about that one.
Yeah, rightfully so.
It's a poor decision.
Yeah, I have to say.
A lot of poor decisions from. Coach is raging.
I got to agree with that because he actually had to run around the guy to get to the ball there.
Yeah.
So for these referees, these next 10 seconds tick off quick enough.
Fair. It can really mess a game up, man. Stupid decisions like that. That right there was 2-0. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. As that will end the first half of play, 1-0 is going to be it here. We're going to take a break, come back with more. You going to be able to come back up for the second half?
Aye, I'll come back up.
Awesome. We'll be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
The outlook for overpriced pizza has never been better. Who's gonna stop us?
Sir, Little Caesars has the lowest price pizza delivered, guaranteed.
We're not Big Pizza, we're Little Caesars. Get $5 off your first delivery.
Pizza.
Parmesan, Asiago, and fresh mozzarella.
All this cheesing is rather pleasing.
Yep, tastes like $1 million.
Pepperoni cheeser. Only $7.
Pizza.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And from my family,
Roll Tribe! This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
And welcome back to Little Caesars halftime report. ICC leading at 1-0 after a questionable goal taken away from the Indians just in the closing moments of the first half, as we'll take a look back at some of these Little Caesars instant replays here. As first goal of the day for the Indians was actually, I believe, an own goal. It was deflected by a player from Holmes into the goal. You'll see that coming up right here. Not a lot to talk about, as ICC has had plenty of opportunities, just haven't been able to cash in on them. And they're allowing the Bulldogs to hang around in this one. The Bulldogs had an opportunity, as you'll see on this next play, come up a wonderful save by the Indians, but they had an opportunity to come up and tie this thing, but ICC will sneak into the break tied at 1. As you'll take a look at this early nominee for What a Play Wednesday Play of the Week. 1-0 is your score. We'll take a break and be back with more part of Little Caesars halftime report here from Fulton right after this.
The outlook for overpriced pizza has never been better. Who's gonna stop us?
Sir, Little Caesars has the lowest price pizza delivered, guaranteed.
We're not Big Pizza, we're Little Caesars. Get $5 off your first delivery.
Pizza.
Parmesan, Asiago, and fresh mozzarella.
All this cheesing is rather pleasing.
Yep, tastes like $1 million.
Pepperoni cheeser. Only $7.
Pizza.
Davis Ford in Fulton is your Ford dealer for new cars, trucks, and SUVs, and has a wide inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles. Find your next dream car or truck from our Ford showroom or go online to davisfordsales.com and search our new and used inventory to see what is on our lot. So stop by and test drive the all-new fuel-efficient Ford Focus or Ford Fusion, or the new Ford Explorer or F-150. Go further with Davis Ford, 904 West Main Street in Fulton, or online davisfordsales.com.
Why settle for a checking account that just holds your money? Renaissance Rewards Extra gives you so much more. Like savings at more than 400,000 retailers, 24/7 roadside assistance, a cell phone protection plan worth up to $400, $25 in ATM fee refunds per monthly cycle, and a great interest rate when you meet 3 easy qualifications. Get extra today at rewardsextra.com. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
This burger could perform miracles. This burger could save relationships.
This isn't your normal cheeseburger. You all of a sudden have bacon jam on it. You're like, wow, compliments to the chef. Who threw this together? Sonic Bacon Jam Cheeseburger. You know?
Elevated flavors.
Yep.
Good summertime treat.
I'd want this Red Bull Summer Edition slush the middle of the day when I'm like really just wanting to clock out, but the clock's still going.
Yeah, it can help fight that 3 o'clock feeling. Sonic Red Bull Summer Edition slush.
It'd cool me off and then light me back up.
Student involvement is a top priority here at Itawamba Community College.
If you want to be involved with student government, then the Student Government Association is the place for you.
If you have a stellar GPA, then Phi Theta Kappa is for you.
If you're interested in the diverse culture of our campus population, then the Diversity Club is for you.
If you're interested in leadership and service, then Indian Delegation is for you.
If you're majoring in computer programming or computer networking, then CPNA, the Computer Programming Networking Association, is for you.
If you're interested in good conversations and free lunch on Thursdays, then the Wesley Foundation is for you.
Our health science programs also have specific organizations for those majors.
Student Activities is excited to bring you new opportunities here at the ICC Tupelo campus.
Whatever your passion may be, we have a place for you.
This video is brought to you by Phi Theta Kappa, Beta Chi Sigma, Tupelo campus.
Bespoke is a word that comes from the clothing industry. It's a European term, and it meant originally to be spoken for. In Mississippi, I say it's a fancy word for made from scratch. My name is Josh West.
Nick Weaver.
Our craft is bespoke denim. Blue Delta Jean Company is a bespoke denim manufacturer. We make everything in Tupelo, Mississippi, and we ship jeans around the world.
We're reintroducing the South and most of the U.S. back to raw denim.
There's a lot of verbiage out there about custom, made to measure, bespoke. We say bespoke because we truly are making a fully customizable jean. We use the best fabrics in the world. We buy from all over. We make everything in the United States right here in Tupelo, and we bring the customer in on the design process.
That is what separates us from other jean companies, that we're making a personal pattern. So we do have the Oxford Studio where you come to get measured, and you pick out your fabric, your fit, your cut, and your thread.
You'll notice we do a lot of athletes. These guys are really tall, these ladies are really tall, small waist, really big thighs. They can't find jeans that really fit them that are aesthetically pleasing. I started noticing that we had a resource here that not many places have, which is talented seamstresses. It's an art that's dying in the United States of America because so much garment has gone overseas. When I noticed that resource, I started building a business plan around that.
He said, hey, we can make custom jeans in North Mississippi.
When the numbers made sense, that's when I called Nick, because I knew I could figure out how to make the product, but I needed somebody to help me sell the product.
We wrote it down on the game plan, and we're still executing it today.
The first step is somebody getting fitted, and that can be with one of our partner stores or at one of our studios.
And we're taking, 13 to 16 measurements, whether or not you want a regular cut or skinny cut jean.
And then the order comes to us electronically here in the factory in Tupelo. Johnson Benjamin's been our pattern maker since 2013. He drafts a pattern literally for that client. And then it moves on to Brian Baldwin. He does all of our cutting, and he tries to cut that jean within 15 minutes. Every seamstress has a job that they do, and they're really good at it. You can watch a jean literally from start to finish go through the manufacturing process.
There is a really famous old jean company that can make a jean in 3 minutes.
It takes us about 3 hours to take a jean from start to finish. We're still a very small company. We're less than 20 people top to bottom. The thing that I think really sets us apart from a lot of other small batch denim companies is the people that we have. These people have worked, many of them, in denim garment production for years and years and years. And we really do try to make this a family environment. Our lead seamstress is a lady by the name of Miss Sarah Ritchie. She was our first employee. She started in January of 2012, and she's now leading our sewing team.
Well, having over 100 years of sewing experience in a company that's very young was definitely to our benefit. People bought our jeans in the beginning because it was a good story. It was two guys trying to start something. But now they're rebuying because of our quality and our fit, and it's the people that make that happen. What we are offering is, more than just a jean. There are lifetime alterations, lifetime repairs. We have people send jeans back that are 2 or 3 years old because they've lost 10 pounds. We take them off. So what you're getting is something that I think people are, wanting more of. We're using cone denim from North Carolina. We're using Holland and Sherry cottons from Scotland. We are using the premium fabrics of the world, and we're doing it right here in Mississippi.
Our main goal has always been to be the best bespoke denim provider in the U.S. I think we've ratcheted that up to the best bespoke denim provider in the world.
Our work ethic, his plan, finding good people, finding the right people to make the product, it's a good recipe for success.
I don't think you can match the quality that we're putting out. So now we're working on how does this brand develop from here on out? What markets are we in? How are we getting the world in our jeans?
The outlook for overpriced pizza has never been better. Who's gonna stop us?
Sir, Little Caesars has the lowest price pizza delivered, guaranteed.
We're not Big Pizza, we're Little Caesars. Get $5 off your first delivery.
Pizza, pizza.
Parmesan, Asiago, and fresh mozzarella.
All this cheesing is rather pleasing. Yep, tastes like $1,000,000.
Pepperoni cheeser. Only $7.
Pizza.
If this just cost a little bit less.
Let's take a look at that with the Renaissance replay. Make the right call with over 400,000 shopping discounts right from the Renaissance Rewards Extra checking app.
Might be a little while before I get to the bank.
That's an incomplete pass. Let's give it a Renaissance replay. Renaissance Mobile Check Deposit. Make the right call and open an account with Renaissance today.
Gee willikers, this Coca-Cola Zero Sugar tastes mighty delicious.
Come on, buddy. It has 0 sugar.
But it tastes great.
Let's take the breakables away. If you keep lying like this, you'll be a puppet forever.
But it's the honest truth.
You'll never be a real boy.
No, it's no lie.
You're right. It's delicious.
Told you. I never lie.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawama County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
Davis Ford in Fulton is your Ford dealer for new cars, trucks, and SUVs and has a wide inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles. Find your next dream car or truck from our Ford showroom or go online to davisfordsales.com and search our new and used inventory to see what is on our lot. So stop by and test drive the all-new fuel-efficient Ford Focus or Ford Fusion or the new Ford Explorer or F-150. Go further with Davis Ford, 904 West Main Street in Fulton or online davisfordsales.com.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we're just moments away from starting the second half of play here between ICC and Holmes. 1-0 ICC with the lead. As we're getting the clock set here, and our guest color commentator, Cammy.
He's back.
He's back in the booth. Got the guys fired up, ready to go here. ICC leads it. Holmes will have the ball to start the second half of play. Cammy, what was the attitude of the guys there at halftime?
A bit frustrated because we're not scoring enough goals, and we're just talking about that in there. Like, got to take those chances because it takes one mistake. But apart from Corbin saving us, by the way, but it takes one chance like that to ruin a game, and we'll just sit back and hold it against you. It makes it really hard to beat. So we have to score now. I'll open it up more for later too.
The Indians coming out aggressive here. They swing this one out wide.
That's all we're doing now.
Set it inside, and that one poked out by the Bulldogs. Now cleared. Fires in, just wide.
Penalty, is it? Penalty, yep. Well, that's a perfect start to the half.
Now here comes a very good opportunity here on a penalty coming up.
Here's Lupe taking my role for me while I'm out.
I've already been told not to call this a PK.
That's right.
He said he would throw me out of the booth if I did.
It's a penalty goal. It's a penalty.
But here comes a big-time opportunity for the Indians. We talked about they want to take the opportunity to strike early here.
He's stealing my goals here, Gordon. He's stealing my goals.
So this is going to be
Jose
getting set to take this penalty.
Oh, no.
And it's stopped by the Bulldogs.
Well, the Bulldogs, it's a shocking penalty, I'm not going to lie to you.
The Bulldogs hanging around in this one. Another great stop there. The kicker, though, the keeper slipped on the kick. Perez had it. Marquez, though, gets to clean it up on the backside. Holmes coming out a lot more aggressive here defensively. And the Indians simply going to send this one back to midfield. Mitchell going to reset it. O'Daniel with it, squeezes this one ahead. Villanueva with it now, tries to squeeze it back across the middle. It's deflected back to himself.
Can redeem himself for that one.
Davis with it, didn't have anything. Now he's going to simply drop this one back to Marquez. Marquez goes left foot trying to switch the pitch. Broken up there by the Bulldogs, but ICC finds it. Leaves this one out wide. This is Murphy with it. Murphy goes back inside to Jose. Just bouncing it around, trying to weave his way through traffic, and there were too many Bulldogs around to be able to get to that one. That one deflected away. ICC finds it. Perez with it.
It's my granda.
So the Indians with it. Again, the Bulldogs tenacious today. And the referee get a stop here. All right, come on, guy. We're not here to watch you. We're here to watch. This is the second time he's kind of unnecessarily stopped the match, and then there was a player down for Holmes. The Holmes coach tries to come out and alert the referee, and he ends up with a yellow card. So now we're back in action. Bulldogs break that one up. Davis finds it.
That boy is everywhere.
He is, and we talked about that in the East Central match the other day. It just seems like he doesn't get tired, and it's almost like there's two of him on the pitch at the same time. He's just everywhere at the same time. So the Indians with it, trying to get a little bit of breathing room here. Tries to squeeze this one ahead, and again, Holmes in the right spot at the right time to break that one up. Bulldogs with it going on the attack here. Ball has been on the ICC half of the pitch for majority of the second half right now, as this one will simply be cleared back, and the Indians will reset the attack.
Oh, no. No, you're fine. We're fine.
Murphy recovers nicely there, sends this one ahead.
When you go, it's on your bike. It's not a good ball.
Bulldogs with it right here in front of us in the ICC Alumni Affairs and Foundation broadcast booth. Remind you to visit iccms.edu/foundation. That's iccms.edu/foundation to find out how you can contribute to the men's soccer program here at ICC.
It's a good ball.
Oh, dangerous right
Lando.
here.
Pass a free kick. No, it has to be a free kick. No, what?
They're going to turn this in, I believe, to a...
Looked to me that he just shoved Braden to the floor. I don't know how the referee's not seen that.
They're letting
both
them
hands on him.
So it'll be a corner opportunity here for the Bulldogs. And the Bulldogs, they've had some opportunities. One of the better chances so far with this corner opportunity. If they can make this dangerous, going back post. And
that's a free kick. It's pushing the back.
Pushing the back there, so.
At least they called it this time.
Both these coaches kind of frustrated with some of the whistles when they're being blown, when they're not being blown.
Mm-hmm.
So a free kick coming up here for the Indians. ICC simply puts this in play.
Goal kick.
Goal kick, my bad.
There you go, you're learning.
Yes.
Oh, wait, no.
Now that
it was a free kick. It was a free kick.
So I was right. You were wrong.
I wasn't paying attention.
I'm going to hit that on the replay. That way I can hold that one over you.
I didn't realise that the ball hadn't gone out. Not often wrong goer.
That's just your one mistake today. That's fine.
Disappointed in myself.
So we'll have another corner opportunity coming up here for the Bulldogs. 1-0. Bulldogs trying to find the equalizer here. Indians have had plenty of opportunities. Just have not been able to cash in on any of them. This one sent across the way, and a nice play there.
That was a good game so far.
Yeah, that was the only.
Not had much to do, but when he's been called upon, he's been there.
That was just a smart play. Knew that he had to get up and get big that time. Was able to go in and clear that one out. Not only that, but hold on to the ball when he made a rough landing.
All right.
So we stay at 1-0 in favor of the Indians.
There we go. Hopefully West gets down the line here. Give him it.
Now looking to go over the top, looking for Davis. Davis has got the angle.
I like that.
Now comes back across the middle.
Oof.
And was thinking about putting a foot into that one, but yeah, he put too much of a foot in that.
What was he thinking, man? That ball's away to the moon.
So the ball out of bounds. And this will be a goal kick coming up here for the Bulldogs. See, I'll make sure I let you know that was a goal kick that time.
I think a bird just fell from the sky there. You go. See that?
Perez wins that one. Sets it up for the Indians.
It's a good ball.
Squeezes this one ahead. Villanueva with it. Taken away.
He's
Nope,
won it.
now
He's
he
won
gets
it.
it back.
Well
Now here
done.
comes an opportunity here. Sends it across the middle. Puts a foot on it, but too hard.
Carson, man. I'm going to go right through him later for that.
Another good opportunity for the Indians. Just cannot finish. Is that ball out of bounds, and we'll have to chase one down here. Going to stop the clock here. One of the other balls got in the drink across the way, or in the creek.
In the creek.
Yeah, in the creek.
Count number 1.
Yeah.
That's for the boys back home, that
Yes.
one.
I'll have to try to remember that from now on, is keep a creek count for them. One nil. Bulldogs still hanging around.
This game should have been killed in the first half.
The Bulldogs with it now. They're going to work backwards. ICC coming up and applying some pressure.
Well done,
Davis
Squeeze.
takes it away. Goes forward, but just couldn't get to it. Smart play by the keeper to come up, make a play on the ball, and take away the opportunity for the Indians.
Hit West. Oh, nice. No space.
Tries to squeeze this one ahead, and the Bulldogs simply going to clear this one out. Smart play on the part of Mills. Or excuse me, no, that was Stevens coming up and making the play on the ball. If he doesn't do that, that's an easy goal for the Indians.
That was great work for us too, from Tweezy there as well. Put a lot of pressure on them.
Indians squeeze this one ahead. Now Marquez with it. Sends it back to Helms, who touches over to Mitchell.
Oh no.
Lando.
We're okay. He's got nothing. Watch the switch. The switch. Okay. He's off. He's offside. He's not catching that ball.
And it's going to go out of bounds. He actually expected to look over and see the referee call that one out of bounds, but he did not. Heard a chair fall up there. Hopefully Raphael's okay. I see him still standing up. The camera's moving, so we're good. Now the Bulldogs take it away. Opportunity here. Rushed it.
What is going on, man?
And now the Indians going to have to step up again, as this is going to be a corner opportunity coming up once again for the Bulldogs. So chasing this one down in the corner. I believe this will be the third corner kick of the second half here for the Bulldogs. Go back to the middle, cleared out by the Indians.
All right. Oh no, what's
His
he doing?
foot failed him that time as he tried to swing and missed.
He's got to be off.
Say, if there's ever a call of offsides in the history of soccer, that would have been it.
In the history of what, Gore?
In the history of football.
That's better.
The Indians quickly put this one back in play. Mitchell swings it up towards the midfield. Tries to touch that one ahead, broken up nicely by the Bulldogs. So it'll be a throw in here for the Indians. Villanueva with it now, swings it back out wide. And then it's going to be sent out of bounds by the Indians. Indians just don't seem to be focused in today. Because that was just an unforced error there, as the Bulldogs would get it back.
Good Carson passing to the trees.
And oh, that was almost bad news for the fans sitting over there, as the Bulldog player sent that one out with force. And
that would be funny.
One of them, luckily, she was paying attention. If not, would have ate that thing. So getting the ball back in play here to be a throw in for the Indians. 34-16 to play here in the contest. Davis with it, sends it out wide, finds Marquez. Going inside, good idea, just couldn't quite time it up there with Rollins.
There's no one in there. Good Carson.
Oh, Daniel took it away, and
oh, that's soft. That's soft.
It's going to be one of those where
it's a 50-50, man. There's nothing in that.
One of those where typically it gets left alone there, but Referee has kind of not been anybody's friend today.
No, certainly has not.
This one's going to be sent across the way.
Take that off him.
1-0. ICC nursing this lead here. The Bulldogs have had a much more aggressive attack here in the second half.
Can't let that happen. There you go.
Indians have had opportunities but cannot cash in them throughout the contest. One goal they did have was a deflection off the leg of a Holmes player that found its way in the back of the net.
Give West, give West. There we go. Go, run, 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 run.
Now they send it back. This is going to be Marquez with it.
Down goal.
He's going to dribble it across now, drops it back to O'Daniel. Now they work it over to Perez. Perez sends it over the top. Davis, opportunity here. Pops it up and just off the shoulder of the keeper. That one was about 2 inches higher. It goes in. Tries to go back in the middle. Now goes back out wide with it. Shot across. Deflected by the Bulldogs. O'Daniel with it now. And the Bulldogs get back nicely. And it'll be a throw-in for the Indians.
It's not good enough again, though. Got to be a goal there. And at least something on target. Something.
I think that's what you want more than anything, just a shot opportunity. Because we've seen it so far today. The Indians have got some opportunities, just haven't been able to put them on frame for the most part. Just get a chance to put it on frame here to see if you can sneak one in. Good defense by the Bulldogs to force the Indians out to reset. Sends it out wide. This is Rollins. Rollins over the middle. Turns, and oh, what a save. Nice shot that time.
Couldn't tell if that was going in or not.
It would have been close. Would have given it.
Yeah. Shooting forces a save, and then you get a corner.
This is opportunity here for the Indians. Got to make this corner opportunity dangerous. Need to get a little bit of breathing room here if you're the Indians. But if you're Holmes, you like the play of your defense right now. See if you can stay within striking distance of the Indians. 31-18 is the score. That's corner opportunity. That shot, or excuse me, the pass was sent short. But ICC takes it away. Marquez with it now. Sends it out wide.
A good ball in here.
Tries to send it across the middle, broken up by the Bulldogs. This one's sent ahead.
All day.
Mitchell shows off some really good speed in Mitchell that time, able to break that one up.
Didn't know Caden could move like that.
I'm with you. The big man was trucking it that time.
He was.
Must have been something you said to him at halftime. So it'll be a throw in here for the Bulldogs. There's 30 minutes and 36 seconds to go here in the second half. ICC with a 1-0 advantage.
Looks like we've got Mr. Jalen Boyd down there ready to come on.
And now here come the Indians. Opportunity here. Jose with it in the open field. Squeezes it ahead, but too far. Another good opportunity there. Just the timing off on the touch.
Here comes Jalen, the speed demon. He told me he was going to score today.
I like it. So Boyd will check in. Sevilla will check out. We'll see if he can do it right away for you here.
I hope not, because there's money on the line. Anyone but Jalen.
So Marquez with it. Sends it out. And ICC is going to reset through Holmes. Comes to the near side, Murphy. Murphy sends it back to Mitchell. Mitchell just
get away with that one.
I'll say a lucky touch there by Mitchell. That one should have been taken away by the Bulldogs.
Again, we had nothing on for him. We're not moving.
Marquez sends this one ahead, and I was just about to say the same thing. A lot of standing around and looking
good corner
by the Indians. Is that time is going to be Murphy coming up and sending that one out of bounds.
The big Canadian.
See what type of adjustments these two teams can make here. We saw the adjustments they've made so far here in the second half. So part of the gamesmanship here is how you adjust to their adjustments. Holmes coming out a lot more aggressive.
Yeah, we've come out slow. It's not been the same intensity as we did have in the first half.
Send this one ahead. Opportunity here for the Bulldogs. And no, just can't get to it. Oh, big opportunity there, missed by the Bulldogs.
It's too easy, man. It's too easy.
So it'll be a goal kick coming up here. Indians dodge a big time bullet there.
Just play, Braden. There we go.
So Helms sends this one ahead. This is going to be Boyd. Unfortunate bounce away from Boyd that time. Bulldogs get it back. Over the middle. Lando with it now. Goes left foot ahead. That one's going to fire, and this is going to be in. We've got a tight contest. Well, that one from distance that time. It was one of those that looked like it just kind of got on top of the keeper before he knew it. And this is what we talked about. ICC hasn't been able to get their goals.
That's what happens when you don't score.
And it's eventually going to take advantage of it, and the Bulldogs did it there. We're tied at 1. Substitution into the game here. This is going to be number 21. This is Reed Emerson into the contest. New ball game. 1-1 is the score. Indians need to find and match the intensity of the Bulldogs. As Cammie, you mentioned it, the Indians come out kind of slow here to start the second half. The Bulldogs,
and we're paid for it.
Yeah, playing with purpose, and they were able to get that shot from distance to find the equalizer.
That's all it takes, man. Just one.
Oh, Daniel with it. Breaks away from the defender, now drops it off in the middle to Jose. Back to Emerson. Reed tries to send it back. That one broken up. Reed does a good job of battling back to get it back for the Indians. Sends it back to Mitchell. Mitchell surveying the defense. Now going to go right side to Boyd. Boyd showing off his speed, trying to get around the defender. It was grabbed that time. And Holmes sends it out of bounds.
You gotta play hard now. You gotta play hard.
Ball in the ditch. I don't know if they ever went back or the creek, number 2.
Number 2.
And they're going to ask for a stoppage here as the fans, they're just simply looking at the ball. Now finally someone retrieves it. So it'll be a throw in here for the Indians. Gets it to Davis. Davis to the turf. And Holmes clears it out. This shot sent inside. Should be a handball. They're going to say not. This is deflected.
We'll take the corner. We'll take the corner.
But it will be a corner. I do apologize if anyone hears the semi-truck behind us. They just decided to fire it up for some reason. So hopefully it's not too distracting for those of you watching at home. So a corner opportunity coming up here for the Indians. 1-1 contest. Kicks it on its way. Bouncing around through the middle. Holmes just clears it out.
That ball's been waiting to be hit, man. It was waiting to be hit.
So the ball settles. This is going to be Marquez with it now. Squeezes this one ahead. Rollins sends it back to Mitchell. Mitchell's going to send it out wide to Emerson. Oh, Daniel trying to go to work. Drops it back to Reed. Reed's going to quickly send it across to Mitchell. And the Bulldogs quickly double team the ball, and now it's a turnover. Here comes the Bulldogs in the open field. Mitchell gets back, and a great job there by Mitchell to get back and force the ball to be turned over. Well, like an opportunity there for the Bulldogs, but good defense on the part of ICC allows the Indians to reset the attack. Emerson with it now. He's going to leave it out wide to Rollins.
Just go drive.
Rollins looking to go over the middle, but nobody going with him that time. Good idea, but just no one there with him.
He rushed it.
So now the Bulldogs trying to get it to go forward here. 25 minutes to play in the contest. 1-1 is the score. Trying to go over the top. Mitchell will simply let this one settle at his feet. And we'll send it back to allow ICC to reset here. Rollins with it now. Tries to send this one over the middle, deflected away by the Bulldogs, and now they'll get the ball back. But they're
Take him on.
Rollins with it now, sends it over the middle. And again, nobody there.
Painful. This is getting painful for me, go up. Oh.
And we're going to have a yellow card here.
I don't know if that's worth a yellow card.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Both guys going for the ball that time. Nothing malicious in that sense on the play. Just an unfortunate run into each other. And so that will be a yellow for Marquez.
He's not happy about it either.
He will check out, and Smith will come into the contest here. I got to agree, that's kind of a weak yellow card there. We've seen a lot more contact, a lot more physical contact on other plays as well. But the Bulldogs have it now. Going to send this one down. Back post, a chance to send it in. Oh, what a save.
Again.
And then another save, and
he's been hit.
Good show of sportsmanship there as went into the keeper, as quickly popped up that time was Green. And helped up the ICC keeper that time. And 1-1 is your score. This one has been a tough battle back and forth between these two squads. Indians have had their opportunities, but haven't been able to finish them. Ball nearly taken away at midfield, but O'Daniel in the right spot at the right time to get it back for the Indians. This is going to be Rollins with it now. Then Rollins just had it taken away. And the Bulldogs nearly give it back, but a good job that time. But then Emerson steps in front of that one. Emerson trying to go over the top of it. The Bulldogs find it. Back at midfield, and ICC gets it back now. Jose with it. Sends it back. Smart play. Just allow the guys to reset here. And leaves it out wide to Mitchell. Mitchell weaving his way through traffic. Nobody checking him. Still going forward, and then eventually just loses the handle of it. It was almost like everybody for Holmes was thinking somebody else was going to pick him up. He was able to get pretty good penetration that time, but then a foul called there on the Bulldogs. It'll be a free kick here for the Indians. Just simply sends this one ahead to Mitchell. Mitchell squeezes it forward, looking for Villanueva. Not there. Ball deflected back, and it should be controlled by Helms, and it will be. 22-12 left to play here. 1-1 is the score between ICC and Holmes. Bulldogs get it back. Going to try to reverse the pitch. Boyd was there, though, to deflect it away. Mitchell sends it ahead. And he gets it back off the deflection, off the pass. Emerson allows it to settle. Surveys the defense. Now going to get it back to Mitchell.
Oh, no.
Just a miscommunication that time as he was looking to go to Smith.
I don't know what's gotten into us, man. I don't know what's gotten into us.
Now trying to go wide just to pass behind that time and be a throw in here for the Indians. Substitutions coming into the match here for ICC. It's going to be David Marquez and looks like number 7, Ron. Yeah, I won't go with Ron. I got him listed as Ronald. I'm just going to mark that out. Unkishua coming into the contest here for the Indians. These substitutions being brought to you by Sonic here in Fulton. Download that Sonic app and you can get drink specials every hour of the day there with the new Sonic app. And the Indians trying to figure out who's going to throw this one in. It is going to be Marquez. Marquez throws it in. It was Boyd with the ball. Then he had an unforced turnover there. Ball towards the middle of the pitch. Marquez going to come up and win that battle. Leaves it back to O'Daniel now. O'Daniel looking to go to work. Again,
trouble here.
Basically just ran right into the defender that time, and Indians struggling to advance the ball past midfield as they're working in reverse and then just throw it out of bounds. And you just heard Sully there asking the guys to go forward with it, as we were just saying. working in reverse here. Over the top, here comes an opportunity now for the Bulldogs. Tries to head this one forward, is broken up there by Mitchell. Mitchell's played well today on that back line for the Indians.
Yeah, he has. What's he doing?
Now the Bulldogs get it back. And then O'Daniel's in the right spot at the right time. It's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by the Bulldogs. 19 minutes and 40 seconds to go here. 1-1 is your score between ICC and Holmes. Trying to go over the top. Davis looking to go to work now. Drops it over the middle. Just a poor pass that time is easily taken away by Holmes. Davis, though, blocks the Holmes player from getting to it. And now we'll try to throw it in. Instead, he's going to drop it for Emerson at midfield. This ball sent ahead. Drops it back. This is Mitchell with it now. Mitchell up to Jose. Goes wide out to Boyd. Boyd gets around the defender. Opportunity here for the Indians. Fires it across the middle, and
ball was out.
Jose was out of bounds, so it'd be a goal kick opportunity there. Again, another good attack by the Indians. Just mental mistakes today. Not taking care of the little things have cost the Indians.
We've been really sloppy this second half. Really sloppy.
Substitution in the match here is going to be Marin in here for the Bulldogs. So goal kick sent to midfield. It's going to be deflected up back, and Mitchell should be able to control this one without any issues. Going to get up to Marquez. Now Ron with it. Tries to squeeze it ahead to Davis. Davis has it. Swings it out wide. Now here comes Marquez. Marquez leaves it out to Boyd. Boyd lets it settle. Now pops it up, and again, just couldn't quite get the proper foot on it that time as it goes out of bounds. And another goal kick here for the Bulldogs. Just got to take a deep breath here and reset if you're ICC. Like they're trying to force it maybe a little bit too much that time. .5 minutes to play. 1-1 is the score. Puts a foot into this goal kick. And it just skims over the head of the Holmes player. Marquez finds it. Leaves it up to Boyd. Boyd drops it off now. Jose with it. Tries to squeeze it ahead to Boyd. He has it. And now ICC going to reverse the pitch over to Emerson. Emerson in the open field here. Now squeezes it ahead to Davis. Davis on the attack, going over the middle. Leaves it out wide to Emerson. Emerson going to step into it, looking for the back post, and just too tall. Great attack that time by the Indians, but again, failed to finish.
David. Let's hope he doesn't regret that one.
Be one of those, he would love to have that to do over again there, as that was a great cross on the part, I believe, of Emerson that time.
Yeah.
Just couldn't quite get on top of the ball enough to send that one home. This one's sent ahead.
Try to find Jalen there.
Try to clear it out, and it's going to be out of bounds, be a throw in here. Emerson's going to come up and throw this one in. 15:45 to play. 1-1 is the score. Emerson throws it in. Deflected away by the Bulldogs, but it finds its way to the feet of Marquez. Back to Emerson.
Switch it.
That's what they do over to Mitchell now. Mitchell trying to survey the defense, weaving his way through traffic, finds it ahead to Davis, back to Mitchell. Mitchell across the middle, goes left foot, too tall. Oh, good opportunity there, but again, just couldn't find the back of the net. Take a look.
That was brilliant by Caden again. That would have been a very unlikely hero in this one.
Tough break
Excellent
there for the
run.
Indians.
And his weaker foot as well.
One of those
Very
about
unlucky.
just about 4 or 5 inches lower, and that one finds its way home. We've got a 2-1 contest, but that's kind of been the tale of the tape today for the Indians. They haven't been able to finish, letting the Bulldogs hang around. And we talked about it. If you don't take advantage of those opportunities, eventually it comes back and haunts you. The Bulldogs was able to get a good strike on the ball, find the equalizer early in the second half, and we've been at 1-1 for majority of the second half here. That ball is going to be pushed in a...
I don't know why the referee's blowing his whistle there. There was nothing in that.
Say there was nothing there.
But we'll take it. We'll take it.
Most definitely. I would say it was just a good challenge for the ball. Nothing, no pushing, no shoving. He just decided to blow his whistle. I guess he hadn't blown it in a while. So Marquez with it now. Going to drop it out wide. That's Boyd. Going to try to give it back to Marquez now. Marquez trying to break forward, but taken away by the Bulldogs.
No foul, no foul. Keep him there. He's going nowhere.
How about this one, referee? It's your safety over here.
I got to agree with the Holmes coach. If you're going to call it on this side of the pitch, you got to call it on that side of the pitch. And ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw in here for the Bulldogs. Marquez takes it away, and it's going to be kicked out of bounds, and the Indians will keep it. Marquez to throw it in.
Cameron, don't fall asleep. Cameron, head report.
O'Daniel with it. Indians need to see if they can flip the possession here. Emerson over the middle. Now tries to touch it back inside to Davis. Just didn't quite get the proper angle on that one to Davis. This one's going to be sent over the top and out of bounds, and it'll go back to ICC. 13 minutes and 10 seconds to go in this one.
Starting to get nervous, man. We can't afford to drop points here.
Yeah, it's one of those where
can't afford it.
Indians have had, again, their opportunities just...
Oh, no.
And just a mental mistake there on the throw-in. Those are the type of mistakes that can haunt you here. So it'll be a throw-in here.
Well done.
And then Ron takes that one away, but the Bulldogs find the loose ball. Going to reset the attack. 1-1 is the score. Trying to get this one across the middle. Broken up that time by Helms. Helms also been solid today back there on that back line. O'Daniel weaving his way through traffic.
Try and find Ron. Come on, kid, you see him.
Now we're going to try to go opposite side looking for maybe Boyd or Davis there. Ball's going to be out of bounds and it'll be a throw in here for the Indians. So Marquez will throw this one in, finds it to Boyd. Boyd tries to go ahead, but was kicked directly into the Holmes player. We've seen a lot of that today on these touches, just basically going right at the Holmes players, making it pretty easy on this home defense. Marquez with it now, breaks away from the defender, sends it across the middle, but broken up once again by the Bulldogs. There's the kick, sends over and a save.
Easy for the keeper, easy.
The Indians staying aggressive.
More, man. It's not good enough.
As this one popped up, trouble here.
It's going to bounce.
Loose on the pitch, and Holmes able to find it. Now the Bulldogs send this one ahead, and this one to go out of bounds. But both these teams, I don't know if they're getting tired or what, but play has gotten extremely sloppy over the last few minutes.
We don't look like our usual selves. Bringing West back on out there on the right.
Be Emerson set to throw this one in. So that one sent tall. Emerson puts the head back on top of it. Ball bouncing around, still loose on the pitch, and the Bulldogs lets it settle and they get control.
Come on, go out to him. Nothing here. There we go.
Across the middle, and ICC gets it back now. Trying to go over the top of it. good idea, but the keeper making the smart play of coming up and making it quickly.
Oh, that's a yellow card.
And now you see him.
He's got him there.
Davis was sitting there, and then the player from Holmes coming up and getting in his face in that case. Good job by the referee to quickly get back and get between the two.
That's okay. I don't think he's meant anything by that one.
Oh, no, it was just one of those incidental plays there. The Holmes player protecting his keeper, not taking too kindly to that, as Davis just basically put his hands up and said, hey, that's on me. So the yellow card sends Davis to the sidelines. Be a free kick coming up here for the Bulldogs. 1-1, still your score. Just inside 10 minutes to play. Emerson steps in front of that one. Ball at midfield, there's a scramble for it.
Oh no.
Now it sends this one up, and Emerson, just gets just enough a foot of that one to keep it away from the Holmes player.
Whoa.
Oh.
That's got to be a yellow card.
Man, kicked him in the stomach.
That's
yeah,
a blatant yellow card. Poor decision from the ref. Shocking, actually. Especially him down there as well.
He was on. That was more his call than the.
I don't care who's calling that.
Yeah.
That's a yellow card. All day, every day.
So a tough break there for the Indians. ICC with it. O'Daniel had it, then lost it. Bulldogs now try to squeeze this one ahead. 1-1 is the score. 9 minutes to play in the contest.
Come on, Hart.
Now leaves this out wide. Bulldogs getting aggressive here on the attack. Cuts back across the middle, and
that's a red card. That's a red card.
And that's what we said. The officials got to keep this thing in check because it doesn't take any time for this thing to get blown out of proportion.
It's not a red card. I was hoping for one. But it's a yellow. Is he getting away with that?
Apparently so. This is the second.
You have to be joking me.
This is the second time that same player.
How can you get away with that?
Say it's the same player that was also involved in that a little bit earlier.
Farcical, man. What a joke.
So now you're probably
that's shocking.
He's
literally holding his leg and running away with him.
So coming up on 8 minutes to play now. Don't be surprised if you don't hear the whistle start blowing a lot more as things getting extremely chippy here. As this one's sent to the middle, this is Jose with it, had it deflected out of bounds, and it be a throw in here for the Indians. We have a substitution coming into the match here. Davis will come back in.
Dylan back out wide here.
And Ron will check out.
Chase.
This ball's going to go long. Should be easily controlled here by the Bulldogs. They're just going to simply put a foot into this one, send it ahead, and it go out of bounds.
We need a goal. We need something. We need something.
7.5 to play.
Don't wait on it, Dylan. Okay, well done.
And the Bulldogs take that one away. Well, the Bulldogs are going to pack this one in. They're playing for the tie.
Told you that would happen.
So the Indians have got to value these possessions.
It's going to be really hard to score.
Now they're going to send this one back out wide. Rollins back across the middle.
Oh, no.
And that one too tall. You don't get them much better than that there. You got to make those on frame. And unfortunately for the Indians, that one drifts high. So a goal kick coming up here.
This stays the same. Coach is going to kill us. He's going to kill us.
This one sent ahead, deflected away. Lando finds it as his way. Bulldogs trying to work forward. Had a man. Oh, good job, Mitchell. In the right spot.
No one up. Come on.
Squeezes this one ahead. Davis with it now. Davis trying to move ahead for the Indians. Goes out wide.
Come on, Dylan. Hit it, mate.
Tries to squeeze it ahead, and it's going to be sent back across the middle. Header. Jose with it. Goes back out wide. Oh, tough.
Oh, come on, Carson.
Indians had a chance there, just could not find a way to get a swing on the ball. Now they're going to send it back out wide. Rollins in traffic. Gets it up to Marquez, and
here we go. And a good delivery here.
So an opportunity here for the Indians. Got to make this dangerous.
I want to take this. I want to take it.
It's be Marquez.
Come on, David. Good ball. He's going front post, I think. Oh.
Goes short with it. Rollins lost it, though. Don't know if Rollins was necessarily anticipating the ball there.
I don't know what they're thinking. That's got to go in the box, man. You get how many? 5 minutes left.
Emerson couldn't get in front of it. Now here come the Bulldogs. Trying to get out in the open field. He's got a man trailing on the backside. Looking to go out wide with it now over the middle.
We're fine.
And there's O'Daniel. O'Daniel was there.
Dylan. Oh, sorry, I forgot.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. As ICC with it now. And there's no way that's offsides. No way that's offsides because the ball was sent. And I got to agree with Sully. That's the second time today the Indians have been.
I think it's more than two. I think.
Yeah, taken away on at least we know one that took a goal off the frame or took away. But there's no way he was offsides that time. The ball was sent ahead, and he had to run behind a player. So another tough break there for the Indians.
Shocking decisions.
Break for the Bulldogs, though.
These guys get paid to do this.
So this one sent down the pitch. Mitchell heads it out to clean it up. Bulldogs will keep possession on the far side of the pitch. 4 minutes to play now. 1-1 is the score. Bulldogs going on the attack. Squeezes it ahead. Puts it back across the middle. Cleaned up that time by the Indians.
Get out to that ball. Get out to that ball.
And then that one just sent right back out by O'Daniel. Good job to clear it out and get away. And now
lovely stuff, Tweez.
Davis
Find
with
him in
it.
the switch. Find him in the switch.
Davis trying to send this one ahead to Marquez. The Indians trying to get out in transition. Marquez sends this one forward, and it's right to the keeper.
Poor ball, man.
Well, Jose tried to knife his way into that one, couldn't find it.
I think Braden Helms is wanting a sub.
This 50-50 ball. Emerson's going to step underneath it. Rollins will send it back. That's Hart with it now. 3 minutes to play. 1-1 is the score. Rollins with it. Going to send it back to Mitchell and reset. Need to flip the pitch here. See if they try to do that. They're going to try to go backside. And not what you need there. Don't know if the wind might have done something with that one. But just not a good strike or not a good possession there by the Indians. This one sent right back to Mitchell. Mitchell switches over to Emerson, and Emerson had it taken away. Ball's popped up. Helms is going to try to work this one forward. And it'll be a throw in here for the Bulldogs. Goes far side of the pitch.
Good
that
tackle,
one's
Braden.
Yeah, good tackle there on the part of Helms. And they're going to say it's going to be a goal kick as it was deflected out by the Bulldogs.
Hard to tell that one, but that might have been right. Couldn't really see.
So ICC getting some substitutions in here. Perez will come into the contest. And it's going to be number 18, Murphy, into the contest as well here for the Indians. Clock is rolling here. Inside 2 minutes to play. Do the Indians have one final goal or run left in them here? 1-1 is the score. Missed opportunities have been the name of the game here for the Indians, but you also got to credit the Bulldogs. They've made it tough. They've had some great saves along the way as well. 1-1 is the score. 1:20 now to play. Over the middle they go. Villanueva with it. Gives it right back out wide to Murphy. Murphy tries to go back heel touch, but the Bulldogs take it away once again. Grayson Dale has played well defensively.
Here we go.
The Indians quickly throw this one back in. 1 minute to play now here in regulation. Perez sends this one over the middle to Davis. Davis turns, tries to create some rooms, fires. It's deflected by the Bulldogs. It'll be a corner kick here. Indians, yeah.
Lethal on those turns, man. Lethal.
Indians have got to work with purpose, though. 30 seconds as they're trying to dig the ball out. And they're going to call for stoppage here, as the ball is actually tangled up in the netting behind. And so a corner kick coming in here. Ball is sent.
Oh, no.
And O'Daniel has it, trying to clear through. Sends it forward, and the Bulldogs are going to clear it out. ICC
last chance.
Needs to hurry here. 20 seconds. Got to throw it in. 15 seconds. Helms
put it in, Braden.
Sends this one ahead, and the Bulldogs are going to clear this one out. No, excuse me. Perez has it, and that's going to do it. We'll head to overtime, tied at 1 here in Fulton. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
If this just cost a little bit less.
Let's take a look at that with the Renaissance replay. Make the right call with over 400,000 shopping discounts right from the Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking app.
Might be a little while before I get to the bank.
That's an incomplete pass. Let's give it a Renaissance replay. Renaissance Mobile Check Deposit. Make the right call and open an account with Renaissance today.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
Davis Ford in Fulton is your Ford dealer for new cars, trucks, and SUVs, and has a wide inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles. Find your next dream car or truck from our Ford showroom or go online to davisfordsales.com and search our new and used inventory to see what is on our lot. So stop by and test drive the all-new fuel-efficient Ford Focus or Ford Fusion, or the new Ford Explorer or F-150. Go further with Davis Ford, 904 West Main Street in Fulton, or online davisfordsales.com.
When I came back to school this year, I brought my bank with me, and the student checking account at First American National Bank was perfect for me. No monthly fees and no minimum balance, and I can manage my money right from the app. I can do all my banking with text messaging if I want, and I can deposit a check just by taking a photo. It's that easy at FAMB.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
My bank followed me to college.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
It's that easy at First American National Bank.
Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
You know what I remember when you were born?
Today tastes like a Sunday ritual. And it never tasted this good.
The outlook for overpriced pizza has never been better. Who's gonna stop us?
Sir, Little Caesars has the lowest price pizza delivered, guaranteed.
We're not Big Pizza, we're Little Caesars. Get $5 off your first delivery.
Pizza, pizza.
Parmesan, Asiago, and fresh mozzarella.
All this cheesing is rather pleasing. Yep, Tastes like $1,000,000.
Pepperoni cheeser. Only $7.
Pizza.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, roll Tribe!
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
Why settle for a checking account that just holds your money? Renaissance Rewards Extra gives you so much more. Like savings at more than 400,000 retailers, 24/7 roadside assistance, a cell phone protection plan worth up to $400, $25 in ATM fee refunds per monthly cycle, and a great interest rate when you meet 3 easy qualifications. Get extra today at rewardsextra.com. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
And welcome back. So we're heading to the first overtime here. ICC and Holmes, 1-1. Of course, the rules here in overtime, golden goal wins it. As we've got 10 minutes on the clock. As Sully having a little fun with the Holmes coach across the way. When they asked for a ball, he tossed it to him and it hit him. And the referee just got upset, a little too upset, really and truly for you. Had a few, not a few choice words, just a choice word for the Holmes coach on the soft toss to him. And yeah, it's been an adventurous day here for the officials. As the ball thrown in over here to the side, ICC will get it in. Villanueva with it. It's going to go out of bounds, and it'll go back to the Indians. There'll be another throw in here. Remind you, you can see photos of today's games on ICCimages.com. That's ICCimages.com. Digital downloads available for $1. This ball sent ahead. Bulldogs in the way of it, but ICC able to get it back now. Sends it forward, and the Bulldogs clear it back. The Bulldogs packing it in again defensively. Once they tied it up at 1, they decided to park the bus and force the Indians to have to work through a lot of traffic. The thing about it is ICC has had opportunities in those situations, just haven't been able to send it home. Now they're going to go to the right side. This is going to be Rollins. Rollins letting it settle. Now sends it across the middle. Looking for Davis. Davis finds it back to, that's Jose back to Davis. Davis fires and too tall. Good opportunity there. Great save on the part of the Holmes keeper. Almost put that one to bed, but now it'll be a corner opportunity here for the Indians. So it'll be a corner opportunity coming up here for the Indians. It'll be Davis set to send this one in. Davis drops it back. Marquez with it. Goes back post, looking for the header. It's there, but another save. The Indians, man, have had 2 good looks, but outstanding effort on the part of Jordan Stevens to extend this contest. It'll be another corner kick coming up here for ICC. So Davis is going to send this one once again. Sends this one deep. O'Daniel tried to head it forward, but not there. And that's going to be a foul as he got a little too aggressive getting for the loose ball. Boy, ICC, all you can say if you've watched this all day today, folks, ICC has had their opportunities. They haven't been able to take advantage of some, but when they have put the ball on frame, it's been Jordan Stevens today who has played outstanding for the Bulldogs and has looked pretty sharp, especially on those previous 2 attempts by the Indians. .6:49 left in overtime. Villanueva trying to chase this one down. Holmes will get to it. Now this one cleared out. O'Daniel in the right spot at the right time. Looking to fight forward. Finds Davis, but a good job by the Bulldogs coming in and cleaning that one up. Lando with it. Switches it back across. Squeezes this one ahead. Now here come the Bulldogs on the attack. Weaving his way through traffic. That's number 18, Hobson. Hobson had it, lost it, sent it ahead. Bulldogs, though, get it back. Mad scramble for it at midfield. Ball just pinballing around and eventually will settle with the Indians. Davis had that one deflected away. Just not a good touch that time by the Indians. Davis trying to come back and get it. Lando gets that one cleared out. And the Bulldogs with it now. 5:50 to go here in overtime. Golden Goal wins it. The Indians send this one back, and they're going to reset. Mitchell with the ball. Now launches over to Marquez. Marquez squeezes this one ahead to Jose, who sends it out wide. This is Murphy with it now. Murphy squeezes this one ahead. ICC on the attack on the far side, but the Bulldogs do a good job of taking away the angle of attack and of forcing the Indians to go back out wide. That ball deflected. Bulldogs find it. And well, we may have a injury timeout here on the pitch as that one was deflected off his head. So once again, as that, call it concussion protocol, as 21 will come out of the contest. That's Favre, and in will be number 4. That's Veed into the contest. So the Bulldogs have it. First of 2 possible overtimes. Inside 5 minutes to play now. Trying to go over the top of it. Bulldogs. There's going to be offsides. Indians quickly put this one back in play. Hallam's with it now. It's going to reverse the pitch. Murphy with it on the far side. Tries to squeeze this one ahead to Jose. Dribbling around, the ball's going to be cleared out, and it's going to be last touch, they say, by the Bulldogs. Marquez will throw this one in. Does so to Villanueva, who was named MACCC Men's Soccer Player of the Week today. Mitchell steps in front of that one and intercepts it. ICC needs to push the issue here. Mitchell trying to do so. Brings it up front, looking for Davis. Just a poor touch there. Now Davis breaks that one up, and it's going to be out of bounds. They're going to say deflected out by the Indians. 3:50 and counting. Substitution back into the match is going to be number 21, Favre. It'll be a throw in here for the Bulldogs. Scramble for it at midfield. And it's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by ICC. Player a little slow to get up there, but good show of sportsmanship on the part of Wes Rollins to help him up. So it'll be a throw in here for the Bulldogs. That one over too tall. Mitchell lets it clear. Now here comes Villanueva. Up to Davis. Davis tries to get it back to the middle of the pitch. He does so. Leaves it to O'Daniel. O'Daniel going to drop it back to Marquez. Indians with the ball. Overtime. Trying to find a way to sneak out of here with a 2-1 victory. Across the middle they go. Villanueva with it. Drops it back. This is Perez. Perez tries to go out wide with it. And again, the Bulldogs in the right spot at the right time. And they take it away. Two and a half to play now. Trying to go over the top of the Indians' defense. Mitchell pops it up. Good idea, because I don't think ICC was necessarily ready defensively. And it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by the Bulldogs. 2:15 to play now in overtime. Trying to go out wide with it. Good touch on the ball across the pitch there. Trying to get away from the defender. That was Sevilla with it now. Drops it to O'Daniel. O'Daniel simply is going to drop this one back to Marquez. Marquez surveying the defense. Now goes right back to O'Daniel. O'Daniel looking to go on the attack here. Squeezes it on the inside. Leaves it out Sevilla. Tries to go back in the middle. Deflected, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in here for ICC. 1:43 to go in the first of two possible overtimes. O'Daniel fires, and off the post. Look at that again on the Little Caesars instant replay. Oh, my goodness, just an unfortunate bounce off the post. That one decided to go left instead of right. It's one thing that Sully and I have talked about over the years. Anytime you see shots like that, especially for ICC here at home, they don't tend to bounce the way you want them to bounce. It's almost like the goals have a slant to the outside versus inside. 50-50 ball sent towards midfield. Inside a minute to play now. O'Daniel wants to send this one ahead to Davis. Davis trying to get away from Favre. Favre's going to clear it out. And he feels like, or I should say, Davis felt like he got pushed. Not going to get the call. ICC is going to have to hurry. 45 seconds to go. Granted, we do still have another overtime, but they get a throw in where they can make it like a corner opportunity here. Now the ball sent back, and we're going to have a whistle here. They're going to ask to stop the clock, and they do with 25 seconds. Two players are down here, one for ICC and one for Holmes. It's like Marquez has popped up for ICC. The player for Holmes is still down. A little slow to get up. He's being helped up by his teammates there, so. So this will be a free kick. Indians need to find a way to make this dangerous. 25 seconds to play in this one. 1-1 is the score. This is the first of two possible overtimes. Stevens has played outstanding in net all day today for the Bulldogs. Referee puts it in play. This one's sent shallow, deflected around. O'Daniel tries to head it in, then there's a header. No! Saved again by Stevens. ICC is going to try to hurry here, see if they can get this corner kick sent. They do get it sent with 4 seconds left. The Bulldogs are going to simply clear this one out. And that will do it, excuse me, for the first overtime. And we'll take another break and be back with the second and final overtime here from Fulton right after this.
If this just cost a little bit less.
Let's take a look at that with the Renaissance replay. Make the right call with over 400,000 shopping discounts right from the Renaissance Rewards Extra checking app.
Might be a little while before I get to the bank.
That's an incomplete pass. Let's give it a Renaissance replay. Renaissance Mobile Check Deposit. Make the right call and open an account with Renaissance today.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set here for the second and final overtime between ICC and Holmes. This has been an instant classic, folks. We talked about the missed opportunities for ICC, but then we also have to turn around and talk about the play of keeper Jordan Stevens. He has been lights out, especially in the second half, and in the first overtime made 3 beautiful saves to keep us at 1-1. I apologize as I was signing off that previous time. My voice is starting to kind of slip out on me. Ten more minutes on the clock here. Final overtime. Golden Gold will decide it here. So the Indians will have it to start the second overtime. They're working right to left on your screen here in the blue and white kits. Holmes in the solid maroon and white kits. Mitchell with it now. ICC being much more methodical here with the possession. Lost it for a second. Marquez able to come back and get it, now trying to go out wide with it. Rollins sends it ahead. Ball's popped up and out of bounds, and that should be a corner kick. Or are they going to call it a goal kick instead? Referee never really signaled. Thought it for a second that Holmes sent it out of bounds, but they're going to say it's last touched by Boyd. So a goal kick coming up here for the Bulldogs. This ball sent. Boyd sends this one ahead, and it's going to go out of bounds, so it'll be a Bulldog throw in here. Helms with the ball. He's going to simply send this one back to the keeper. Let him reset it here. Sends it across the middle. Dangerous ball, as that one was nearly taken away by the Bulldogs. Now Marquez gets it, trying to go over the top. ICC with an opportunity here. Going to try to go forward. Got a little bit of a shove, maybe even try to just deke a call, but didn't get it. And now here come the Indians on the attack. Rollins sends it across the middle. The Bulldogs break it up nicely. And that's going to be out of bounds. I believe they're going to say it's going to belong to the Bulldogs. Well, looked like Rollins that time was trying to just draw the whistle. Didn't get it. Had a chance to put a foot on it that time, just couldn't quite find a square strike to be able to step forward. Bulldogs go deep with it. This ball will be easily taken here by ICC. Now this ball sent deep as Holmes lets it settle at midfield. They take it now. Bulldogs have the possession. Now it's broken up by ICC. It's sent back, and we'll have a foul here on the Indians. Bulldogs try to toss that one forward. You're going to try to get every advantage you can on that situation, but the referee Asks for the ball at his feet here. Tough situation. As Corbin Martin in net here for the Indians. Going to have to get everyone marked up, and he's going to be looking right back into the sun. Opportunity here for the Bulldogs to win this one in double overtime. Ball sent on its way. Looking for the back post. Header is there. The Bulldogs win it. Martin never saw the ball. A header that looked like it was not going to be on frame, and the Bulldogs come to Fulton and still won in double overtime. Your final score, 2-1, Holmes with the win. Well, that's going to do it for today's broadcast of ICC Soccer here on the ICC Sports Network. We'll see you tomorrow night as we'll have Indians Got Talent coming your way at 7 o'clock here on the Red Channel. Our next sports broadcast will be Thursday afternoon as softball will host Northwest here on Thursday. So for Lee Adams, Raphael Henry, Will Simmons, Z. Taylor, we'll see you next time, folks, here on the ICC Sports Network.